If you're just starting out on YouTube and you're stuck on how to come up with regular content ideas, then you stumbled upon the right video. I started posting on YouTube just over a year ago. I used to struggle with putting out one video a week, so much so that at one point I took a 3-week break just because I was completely uninspired. Ever since it clicked for me, I've been fairly easily able to put out one video a week, to the point where now I am regularly putting out 2 videos a week. Today I'll be sharing some tips and tricks I've learned along the way that has helped me come up with regular video ideas. If you're just starting out on YouTube, I hope this video helps you get inspired on how you can set up a system to be able to easily generate content ideas for your channel. Hi everyone, my name is Carly. On this channel we talk all things personal finance, modeling, and lifestyle. So if you're interested in any of those topics, please do subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos. One of the main reasons why I didn't start a YouTube channel for so long was that I didn't know if I had enough content ideas to make one video a week for forever. And even as I'm saying this, as I think about that prospect, that seems kind of daunting. In the beginning, it's easiest to think about the audience you're trying to cultivate and think about creating videos that they might like. So who is your audience? How old are they? What do they do for work? What do they do for fun? And when you start to create videos, think about what they would like to see from you. And realistically, in the beginning, you might have to force it because you might not have an audience. I personally started by just posting anything. I was gearing my content toward basically a younger version of myself. I talked about modeling, I talked about my collegiate track and field experience, I talked about my experience hunting for a job at a startup. My first 20 videos were basically me throwing the proverbial spaghetti at the wall and kind of just seeing what stuck. And it's hard because in the beginning, you're probably getting next to no feedback. If you're anything like me, hitting triple-digit views in the first few months of your channel was probably very, very exciting. And in general, I get that it might feel like you're uploading your videos into the void because you're probably not getting that many views or engagement. For me, it was really helpful to just keep pushing past this period and keep creating. As you start to grow your audience, they will give you ideas on what topics to continue exploring. I try to strike a balance between videos that I want to create for myself and videos that I know will grow my community and help me gain watch time. Right now it's probably split 90% videos that I know will do more or less decently well based off of the metrics. And then the other 10% are videos that kind of show my personality. It might just be me hanging out talking or me putting on makeup and doing my thing. Those are generally my chatty get ready videos or the occasional vlog. And when you start to gain traction, you can use the comments, the number of likes, the number of views on a specific video to help inform you on what types of videos you should create next. If one of your videos did particularly well, can you create another video or maybe another few videos on the sub points of that original video? Something that might help here can be looking at a viewer retention graph and seeing which part of the video had a spike. That means that more people were watching that specific section of a video. So what you were talking about in that section of the video can be content for a completely new video. If you're not at the stage where you're getting regular engagement, you can also take a look at other videos in the same niche for inspiration. See what type of topics other creators are investing in and what their commenters are saying. This goes back to a point I made in one of my previous videos on the myth of being original on YouTube. In that video, I talked about stealing like an artist, and the idea here is basically to take inspiration from other people who have done it before and who have done it well, and then put your own spin on it to make it your own original piece of content. To me, the process of growing on YouTube feels like a big machine that takes a while to heat up and get started. In the beginning, as you're putting out different styles of videos and you're trying to grow, your machine is slowly starting to heat up and the gears are starting to turn. As you start getting more feedback and more engagement, you know what types of videos to invest in. And the gears are starting to turn faster and faster. You start creating more consistent content specialized to what your audience wants to see. And then you become a total content machine and then all of your videos pop off. Just kidding, that's not guaranteed, but you get the idea. Here are my observations as a creator and a viewer on YouTube. As a viewer, when I discover a new channel and I'll watch one of the videos, I'll notice that for the next 3 to 4 to maybe even 1 week or 2 weeks, YouTube will consistently recommend other videos that that channel has created. These are videos on my browse/homepage, and I'll notice that some of these videos are a year to maybe even 2 or 3 years old. And I think it's said that around 70% of YouTube views are from the homepage as compared to YouTube search or the subscriptions page. And on the flip side, as a creator, when one of my videos does really well and it brings in a completely new audience, I've also noticed that older videos in that niche will start to get more views as well. For example, if I make a video on starting YouTube or my experience on YouTube and it gets a lot of views, I have noticed that my older videos also talking about YouTube or starting YouTube will also get views. And that's the same for my personal finance and modeling videos too. I do think this is something that happens once you build up a backlog of videos on your channel and you kind of know what direction you want your channel to go. Then the algorithm knows with some sort of confidence what types of videos you make and what niche your channel is in. I think it further helps that I made a playlist for all of the videos I created in a certain topic, because then anyone who's interested in a specific type of content I make can binge that from the playlist I created. And this next part is a complete guess. I don't know if it's true, but based off of the patterns I see, I think that the algorithm also sees that when a user watches X video of mine, they also watch Y and Z videos of mine. Other viewers who watch X video of mine will also be recommended videos Y and Z. Again, that's a complete guess, but that's also a hypothesis of mine based off of the patterns I have seen. I'm on TikTok and I feel like the trends are created on TikTok. If a topic in my niche starts to go viral on TikTok, then I will see if it makes sense to create a YouTube video on it. One example of this was my loud budgeting video I created back in January. With the new year, everyone was saying how they wanted to do loud budgeting to save money. It was all over TikTok and I wanted to capitalize on it and see how it would do on YouTube. And so far, it has been one of the videos that has been one of my top performers on my channel. And this isn't always the case, but I get the sense that TikTok content comes onto YouTube after a period of time. That's been my general observation, so I just try to leverage that by keeping an eye on any videos that go viral on TikTok that might make sense to create a YouTube video for on my channel. There's also this tool called Answer the Public. It shows you for a specific topic, what are the most commonly Googled questions. This could be a great resource for you to use to brainstorm video topic ideas. This resource gives you not only the questions that the general public asks about topics in your niche, but also the volume of those questions. So if the volume is high, then many people are asking these questions and you can provide the answers to these questions. Figuring out what to talk about as you're starting a YouTube channel can be really daunting. I definitely felt this before I started and even during my first few months on YouTube. But at the end of the day, this is also my own channel, so I can choose to push it in whichever direction I want. So if I no longer have much inspiration for a particular niche, then I won't pressure myself to keep drilling down on those types of videos. I can always branch out and talk about whatever I want. And if you're just starting out, keep in mind that in the beginning, you might just have to create whatever videos you can and see what resonates with your growing audience. Use the data that you do have to figure out what other types of videos you can create based off of your engagement. And once you start defining your content pillars, you can create multiple videos under each content pillar to create bingeable playlists. And then it'll be easier for the YouTube algorithm to suggest relevant videos to your audience. Finally, look at what other people are searching online using Answer the Public. And if you're on TikTok, see what's going viral on that platform and see if you can create a video about it. If you like this video, please do like and subscribe because it really helps out this channel a lot. And if you like this video, you would also like this video here on how YouTube changed my life with only 1,000 subscribers.